Yeah, sorry y'all, I'm not doing this review outside. It's cold, I need to pee, so yeah, let's get out of here. What is up everybody, my name is Justin French, covering music for those who care, and right now I'm taking a look at the 6th studio album from 3 Days Grace. This one is entitled Outsider. So for those of you who don't know who 3 Days Grace are, 3 Days Grace are a post-grunge alternative metal band from Canada, and they've had a bunch of albums such as the self-titled and 1X that have been very popular amongst fans. Their former lead singer Adam Gontier left the band in 2013, and in 2015 actually started a new band, Saint Asonia, and I'm hoping they release a new album because I really want to talk about that too. But anyways, he was replaced by My Darkest Days lead singer Matt Walsh, who is the brother of their bassist Brad. And to be honest with you, I wasn't particularly big on their last album, Human, as a whole. I mean, the singles were good, and Car Crash was probably the easiest standout from that record. But everything else just felt pretty bland, pretty boring, so it's pretty much forgettable. So going into this record, I really kind of had my hopes a bit lower this time, just because I was kind of scared I was going to be getting the same thing we got with Human. So, but with all that being said, how did I think about the record? Well, I do have to say this. This album is a far vast better than Human was as a whole. And I have to give props to Matt Walsh. I feel like on Human, he didn't really find his voice in the band very well. I mean, that's pretty much another reason why I wasn't too big on that record, is just because of Matt's vocal delivery on that one. But here, I feel like he's kind of actually found his place in the band. He knows what he can do and what he can't do. So I think that's definitely one of the standout things about this record. Matt Walsh sounds pretty fantastic for the most part on this record. First single that we got off of this album was actually The Mountain, and I'll link this video somewhere. It'll probably be like right above my head or right over here. I tend to get it wrong, so you'll probably see that one along with my other reaction review I did for the single Right Left Wrong. And The Mountain, I actually kind of liked it whenever I did listen to it the first time. Whenever I was listening to it, whenever I was doing the review for the song. And going back into that one, is it generic? I feel like it is a bit generic. It's nothing that's, you know, reinventing the wheel pretty much. But I mean, overall, it's still a good song to really get you pumped up. It's still got some nice guitars. I really love the bass. Matt sounds pretty great. But I just feel like, you know, the song was definitely made for radio. So, I mean, it wasn't a bad choice for a first single. Just something that we kind of already expected from this band, in my opinion. Now, what are the main problems that I'm having on this record? Now, this is just my opinion, and I know it fits the theme of the record, so this is just my opinion. Could be different from yours. Now, I know that this album is supposed to be talking about, you know, being an outsider, not fitting in with the rest of the crowd. I get that, but the main problem I'm having with this is the lyrics on this thing are pretty much what we've come to expect from the band, pretty much. I mean, there's not one album I can't think of from this band's discography that don't talk about, you know, not fitting in with the rest of the crowd. It's pretty predictable, it's pretty basic, and it gets repetitive really quick. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's how I feel about the lyrical content on this record, at least. I mean, if I had a couple songs to kind of help me prove that point, listen to tracks like another promotional single from this record, I Am an Outsider, with its more anthemic feel, which I actually enjoy about the track, but the lyrics are just killing it for me, honestly. And also, Me Against You is just a pretty bland track in my opinion. Now that we got the bad out of the way, let's get into the good. The song that I'm really loving off of this record is actually one of the promotional singles we got from this thing, and that's actually Right Left Wrong, which I actually did a react review to. So if anyone hasn't seen that one yet, definitely go check it out. But I'll keep my opinion short for the people who have seen it. I really love this song, and apparently I've seen a video where a lot of people have said that this is probably one of the best tracks on the record, and in my opinion, this is probably one of those songs. It's definitely got a nice riff. Matt sounds pretty well done. I love the electronics that are on this record, and the weird little grandfather clock intro to it, I guess you would say. It was pretty weird, but I still love the track. I'm still digging the track. This album also experiments a little bit with acoustic sounds on tracks such as Nothing to Lose But You, which is more of the love ballad that is on this record. And I actually love the acoustics on the verses on this, and then it gets into more of a heavier, punchier chorus line. And then you have another track such as Villain I'm Not. And I love Matt's vocal delivery on that track. Definitely one of the standout tracks from this record too, along with Right, Left, Wrong. And I also just really dig that slower acoustic line that plays in the verses. It's really beautiful. Tracks such as Infrared, Strange Days, and The New Real definitely give me a reminder of that this is still 3 Days Grace in its sound. It still has that heaviness while also kind of retaining that kind of post-grunge sound that the band has been known for over the past, I guess you would say over 20 years now, because the band had formed in 1995. But anyways, overall, I'm really digging this stuff. It sounds like a better improvement over Human as a whole, because Human was just, in my opinion, a very boring record. I just wasn't too big on it besides the singles and Car Crash. But here, this one has some definitely good jams on it. And while I'm not digging the lyrical stuff as much, because I feel like it's repetitive and it's predictable, I'm still actually liking the music that is on this thing. The riffs still sound pretty heavy. I still love the bass grooves that are on the record, and the drums pound. Matt sounds vastly better than he did on Human, and I think he really knows what he's doing with the band now. So overall, my rating on this record is probably going to be, I'd give it maybe a moderate 7 out of 10. Sound good? Alright, so those are my thoughts on the record Outsider from 3 Days Grace. What are your thoughts on the album? Definitely comment in the comment section down below. And anyways, y'all, thanks for watching this video. Thank you all for watching this video. As always, thanks to Infinity on Hannah for these awesome designs. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can click right over there to catch up on more content on this channel. If you want to see a previous video that I did, you can click right over there to see that video. And if you want to follow any of my social media links, they are linked down at the bottom. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you soon.